Hello, if you haven't done so, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. The topic that I chose to discuss for this video is how Michael Jackson impacted the video game industry. In my opinion, Michael was one of the greatest entertainers, if not the greatest, and through his talents, he was able to inspire future generations of recording artists. Some of those artists include Justin Timberlake, Usher, Britney Spears, Beyonce, Chris Brown, and Justin Bieber. However, there is another aspect of Michael's life that I don't think people talk about, and that is the way that Michael changed video games. For this video, I have chosen 3 different ways that Michael changed the video game industry. The first way that I think he changed it was the fact that he was the first music star to have his own video game. Between the years 1989 to 1990, a video game called Michael Jackson's Moonwalker was released for arcade systems and Sega video game consoles. The game was based on Michael's film of the same title that was released in 1988. Due to the success of Michael's video game, other recording artists were given an opportunity to have their own game. Years after the release of the Moonwalker game, stars such as Britney Spears and 50 Cent had video game releases of their own. Now, I've never played the Moonwalker game before, and if you've played it, let me know in the comments about what you thought of it. Maybe one day I'll get a chance to play it and possibly do a review of it that I'll place on this channel. The second way that I think Michael changed the video game industry was the fact that he was the first music star to compose music for a video game. In the year 1993, Michael was contacted by executives at Sega to compose music that would be used in the video game Sonic the Hedgehog 3. According to sources, Michael eventually dropped out of the project after working on it before the game was released because of the first accusations of inappropriate behavior that were made against him. Due to copyright reasons, I did not include the audio of the credits of the game in this video, but if you haven't done so, you can find a clip on YouTube of the ending credits for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and you will hear that the song that is playing in the credits is an instrumental version of the song Stranger in Moscow. Michael wrote the song in September of 1993, and a completed version of the song was released on his 1995 album called History, Past, Present, and Future, Book 1. The third way that I think that Michael changed the video game industry was that he allowed his image to be licensed for use in a video game. In the year 1999, Michael resumed his business relationship with Sega. Instead of having his own game or composing music for one, he allowed his likeness to be used by Sega for 3 games that they released. The first game was called Space Channel 5. The second was called Space Channel 5 Part 2. And the third game was called Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. I have never played any of these games that Michael was in, but if you have, let me know in the comments below.